With the Soft-Lite Barcelona window, this is the double hung window. Now with the double hung window, just to show you the features of it, you're going to notice that it's a 12-point fusion welded window. What that means is all four corners are welded exactly at the same time to ensure that the window is perfectly square within 31/1000ths of an inch. Benefit of that is it's also making the frame the strongest part of the window, whereas with other window manufacturers that are mechanically fastened, they're screwed together. Screwed together windows, they can shimmy, they can readjust as the house settles and stuff like that. So water can get in through those gaps as they expand and contract. So this is a stronger frame for a home. That's the benefit of the Barcelona window. You're also going to notice the double contour bevelor frame. What that does is it adds curb appeal to the window, gives it more of like a crown molding look, but it also serves as an eave, kind of like your roof has an eave so that water flows off of it, naturally cleaning the window. So that's a benefit of having a beautiful window that does multiple things at one time. You'll also notice on the window, on the double hung, you'll have a full screen. Our screen is a flex screen, it's a memory mesh screen. Other screens, there's a frame. On ours, it's flexible, goes right back. Very beneficial to homeowners. You don't have to worry about trying to rip it out with the little plastic tabs that tend to dry rot, become brittle, crack, and then when you do take the frames out, they typically bend. This you don't have to worry about it. It's a beautiful feature. It's also hypoallergenic, so it prevents dust particles, pollen, mold, mildew, and stuff like that from transferring from outside inside your home when the windows are open. It's also covered in our warranty of the screen, where a majority of window manufacturers, they do not cover the screen under their warranty. We actually do. The other benefit of the frame on the exterior is you're going to see weep holes. You're going to have a weep hole for the screen, so water flows out, so there's no water ponding. You're also going to have a weep hole at the very bottom of the frame so that water drains through the bottom of the window. It's kind of like a little pocket gutter system and drains out and away from the home so that water doesn't build up and then get inside your home. I'll show you the inner workings on that in a few. You're also going to get weep holes on the sash frames. That's so that if water goes behind the glazing bead, it can drain out. You don't want water sitting on the glazing bead because that will eventually damage the seal, and then you're going to have seal failure, and then gas is going to leak out, your windows will fog up, and then you're going to have a cloudy window, and no one wants a cloudy window. Now for the inside, on the inside of the window, you're going to have double lift rails, one at the top, one at the bottom. And this is so that when you unlock the window, you can lift the bottom up, or you can pull the top down. That's a nice feature of the double hung window. You can get some convection where the hot air is being sucked out, the cool air is being pulled in, get better ventilation of your home. The other benefit of a double hung window is that both sashes actually tilt in for easy cleaning. Benefit of this is you don't have to go out into the heat to clean your windows. You can do it from the air conditioning in your home. A little bit more comfortable experience. You'll enjoy washing your windows from the inside much more than you would from the outside. And you can do the top as well. Now you have a lot of airflow coming inside your home. Now the real cool feature about these windows are, in the event that the glass gets cracked or broken, we do have an accidental glass breakage warranty. So all we would have to do is actually remove a panel rather than having to replace the whole window like some manufacturers require. So easier, just simply close the window, push it up. You have a drift stop at the top. What that does is when you push it up, it actually clicks into place. That prevents the top sash from sliding down. A lot of double hungs, you'll have that issue. This, less likely to have the issue because of the drift stop. You're also going to have a knife edge interlocking system on the window, on the top sash and the bottom sash, to where the windows interlock. And to show you what that looks like, so the interlocking system, when you unlock the window, you lift up, lift down, it still stays in place. It's not just going to fall because it's flush like a lot of the other windows that are on the market. This is an interlocking J-fin technology, so when the window closes, it interlocks. That's to prevent anyone from taking a pry bar or a crowbar or a flathead screwdriver or even just a simple butter knife or a paint scraper to get in between and try to jimmy that lock open. So this is the only window manufacturer, Soft-Lite, exclusive to us, that is endorsed by the National Crime Prevention Council, which means no one can break in. What that also means is the other window manufacturers on the market that tell you that they're security rated and no one will break in, they're not endorsed. So that is not a fact. Facts are based on endorsements. NCPC is regulated by the government and they endorse us, our manufacturer, with the NCPC endorsement to where no one can break in, giving you peace of mind for your family. Now, with the locking system, it's a 180-degree cam lock system, which means as it opens, or as you close it, it's actually going to get thicker. And what that does is that's going to push the top window up and the bottom sash down, making it a tighter seal to where your air stays inside your home rather than it leaking out and your air conditioning outside. The other benefit of this is we have the aluminum I-beams inside the sash frame. Now the screws for the locks go through the vinyl and they're embedded into that aluminum I-beam. This is so the locks can't be pried off or broken off. Other manufacturers that don't use an aluminum I-beam or any type of metal reinforcement, it's just screwed right into vinyl. And if it's just screwed right into vinyl, it can be stripped out. Your home can be broken into without even breaking the glass. Now with our screws, a lot of companies, they'll have 2 screws down on each side and they're parallel to each other. The issue with that is, if you have 2 screws down, you can get between them and spread it apart, break into your home. Now with our manufacturer, you have screws that are perpendicular. 2 screws down, 2 screws horizontally. What that does is, that gives us a tighter fit. So that in the event that someone takes a pry bar or a crowbar, they can't strip out the locks, they can't get inside your home, making it a stronger window against intruders. That's one of the reasons why the NCPC endorsed us, because they did not want to endorse any window, because 90% of break-ins happen through the windows and doors. But they did a test with a bunch of different manufacturers. Out of all the manufacturers, Softlight was the only one that actually passed the test and got the endorsement. We're very proud to offer our products to homeowners for security and peace of mind ultimately. Now the other benefit of this is you're going to have a double tooth keeper, top and bottom. A lot of companies, they only offer a top tooth keeper. The issue with that is the bottom's exposed. Well, if the bottom's exposed, it's not very hard for someone to take a paint scraper or a butter knife, and then what they'll do is they'll slowly jimmy the lock open and it slowly opens up. And they just open the window, come in your house, take what they want, and then they leave. So this is ultimately giving you peace of mind for security against break-ins. Now, with the double hung window, you're also going to get these limit latches. With the limit latch, what that does is, if you just take these little limit latches and just push up, they engage the limit latches. This allows the windows to open and stop, so that you can actually have your windows open at nighttime, sleep, let that cool air come in when it is cool, ventilate your home without having to worry about someone sticking their arm in trying to break into your home. You can do the bottom up, you can take the top down. Either way, you're getting ventilation without risking someone coming inside your home. Now the other benefit of this window is we have a pocket sill, okay? Pocket sill, a lot of window manufacturers, the slope sill. This is the inside, this is the outside. Window is up, we're gonna close the window. Rain hits the window and then it flows down and drains out. Issue with that is as water drains, if there's wind-driven rain, wind can push water underneath the sill up and inside your home. So what we have is a pocket sill. Now with a pocket sill, as you can see, it actually goes into a pocket. There is no slope sill. Even though you see it sloped right here, most windows would actually just stop right on the slope. Ours actually goes in 1 3/8 inches into the pocket. This is done for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is for air infiltration. Every time air makes a 90-degree turn, it loses 50% of its momentum. So it's slowing down the air that's leaking through the window going outside. But it's also preventing outside air, wind, and water from penetrating through the window coming inside your home. So as the water hits the window, it's going to go into the side pockets, go into the gutter system that's down here, and it's going to drain out the front weep hole. This is the pocket sill. Any water that goes in drains to the bottom of here, drains to the next chamber, and then out of the front. So pocket sill's tighter. Also another reason is for break-ins. You can't get underneath it to try to pop it up. Whereas with a slope sill, all you got to do is get underneath the slope sill, underneath the bottom sash. A strong guy can just easily just push on it. It'll lift it up, break the lock right off, open the window, and get in. So it's also for security, another reason why the NCPC endorsed us as well. As you're going to see the inside of the frame, You're going to see the R5 insulated foam. We're the only high velocity hurricane zone rated impact double hung window system that's going to have foam inside the window frames for increased energy efficiency. It's adding strength to the external frame and a little bit of sound dampening. You're also going to see the aluminum I-beams. It's 360 degrees around the sash frame, adding strength to the sash frame. You're going to see the impact glass. Our impact glass is on the inside. We have a sacrificial glass on the outside. We're sacrificing that glass over anything that's on the inside of the home. And some people are like, oh, why didn't you put the impact glass on the outside? I'll tell you why. We care about what happens on the inside of your home, and we care about you. The reason is if the impact glass was on the outside and the single pane glass was on the inside and a projectile flew 35, 45 miles per hour, hits the impact glass, that impact glass is going to flex. And as it flexes, it's going to hit the single pane glass, which is on the inside of the window. That means that anything on the inside is exposed to pretty much scrap metal from the glass. Hits the glass, it flexes, it pops that single pane glass into a bunch of little pieces, and it explodes inside your house pretty much. So if you're got brand new impact windows and you're staying at your house during a hurricane and you're looking out the windows like, hey, I'm not in the dark anymore from shutters, I can look out, and all of a sudden a coconut comes flying at the window or some windborne debris from patio furniture or whatnot, and it hits that glass, you're right in pretty much the danger zone of that explosion. So as it hits, that glass is going to pop and it's going to shoot inside. You do not want scrap metal from the glass hitting you, your family members, or any other thing that's in your home to cause damage. That's why we do the sacrificial glass. There's only a few companies that still haven't switched to the sacrificial glass. I don't know why, but we care about our customers and we care about their family members and we care about their investment. So that's why we do that, and that's why we also offer that accidental glass breakage in the event that accidents do happen. Now, the other benefits of our windows is you're going to have a DuraSeal warm edge spacer on the inside. What that is we're not using tar as a sealant like a lot of manufacturers. The issue with tar, especially here in South Florida, is it will dry up, it will crack, and when it cracks, you will have a seal failure. We have 10 times less seal failure than any manufacturer in the United States, which means our windows are going to last longer. They're going to perform better for longer. In the event that the seal ever were to fail, that is covered in our double life of ownership warranty, that we will come out and we will replace that glass pack for you if it were to fail. You're also going to have the weep hole in the glazing bead. Like I explained earlier, that weep hole is important. Most manufacturers don't even have it. We're the only ones. And the reason for that is so that the seal lasts longer. That's why we have that 10 times less seal failure. Water gets behind the glazing bead, it can drain out. With no drain or weep hole, water gets behind the glazing bead and it sits there, and as it heats up, it turns to steam, which is a gas. It's cooking the seal, breaking it down. We don't want that. You don't want that. So we're preventing that from happening. What we do is we're being proactive rather than reactive. We're preventing people from breaking in. We're preventing the seals from failing. Our UPVC vinyl, which has all the pigment stabilizers, the impact modifiers, is all designed to where the vinyl doesn't break down, change colors, and it doesn't crack or warp, pit corrode, or oxidize. That's the benefit of extruded modified vinyl, what we use. So your windows stay new for longer.